Hello guys, so in this video I'm going to show you guys how to fix this broken Mustang fuel door. As you can see, the spring lost the tension over here and it doesn't close properly and it moves around. So you need to pry open 4 tabs, 2 on each side, top and bottom, where I just pointed out. And this is how I did it. I just used a guitar pick and a screwdriver to pry those open. And as you can see, those tabs are directional, so they all go towards the center. So when you pry those open, you'll have to pay attention on which area you're pointing and you're applying pressure on. So on the bottom, on the 2 sides, you push it towards the center to pry it out. And I started from the bottom side, as you can see in the video. And pushing from the direction that I pointed out in the video. You have to push down on the fuel port in order to get the whole assembly out. So you need to push it down and then just pull it out. And this is the whole system while it's pulled out. As you can see, that little spring that's holding the mechanism is broken. The pin popped out from the bottom. All you have to do is actually just pop this pin back. And over here, this is how I popped the pin back. I basically just used the butt of my screwdriver and just knocked it and until it's in position and went back to the correct position. And over here, I'm just showing you that once it's in correct position, it actually just moves very stable. It doesn't go up and down when you're trying to open the door. It just feels correct, okay? And of course, the last step is actually have the spring installed back on there, which is pretty easy. You just get it aligned with the hole on the top, and then use actually quite a lot of the force to push that little clip on the other end to back onto the holder. And I can't really do it with one hand holding the video, so I have to do it off the video. But over here, this is with the spring installed and the whole system pushed back in. You have to make sure that the door is perfectly aligned with the rest of the frame. If it's not aligned, that little bump is gonna look super weird. So make sure it's aligned so you can push it back in and snap it. Otherwise, adjust the angle and then just push it back in the way you took it out. So you have to push down on the gas tank again and then just push the whole system back in there, okay? As you can see, I left some scratches. So what I did is I have a little touch-up pen for my paint. I just retouched up the area that I actually damaged on the rim. It's really easy to damage the rim, the edge of the gas door, so be really careful. If you're careful enough, you don't have to do this, okay? So that's pretty much it. That's how you actually take the whole system out and fix the little spring, put the pin back into the correct position, and then this whole setup is complete. Couple things to point out is that be really careful to protect the edge of the fuel door, especially on the paint area on the edge of the assembly. As you can see at the end of the video, I actually made 2 huge scratches on the edge. Luckily, I have some touch-up paint for my car, so I just use the touch-up paint to just touch up a little bit. I'll actually post a link on where you can get the touch-up paint, which I think it's great to have for your car for all the small scratches. Also, when you remove the door, it looks easy in my video, but it actually takes a lot of effort to actually push those pins out. Again, keep in mind those pins are directional, so on the left side you push towards the right, and on the right side you push towards left. Same thing for the top and the bottom. And once you push them out and it's loose, it's really easy to just wriggle it by rotating the whole assembly, clockwise and counterclockwise, and just try to pull it out. And once the assembly is loose, you have to press down on that gas feeding port in order to get the whole assembly out from the left side to the right side. You pull it out from left to right, and you have to press pretty hard on the gas port because otherwise the assembly is not gonna come out. And once it's out, it's really easy to fix that pin and put the spring, take the spring off and put it back on. Once you finish reinstalling the spring and the pin, you simply just install in the reverse order. But make sure you align the whole thing correctly. If you don't align it correctly, that little bump on the gas door is gonna be off compared to the bump on the frame, so it's gonna look really awkward. So make sure it's aligned, and only when it's aligned you're able to actually push those pins back into the position. Okay, that's pretty much it. So if you guys have any other questions about this procedure, feel free to ask me in the comment section down below, and I'd be happy to answer those questions for you guys. Again, I think this applies to a lot of Ford models because they used this design for a lot of their vehicles, which I think it should be considered a design flaw because lots of people have this problem. And once you fix this problem, be really gentle when you opening up and closing the fuel door, so it doesn't pop out again. And that's about it. Please do hit the like button or subscribe if you think this video is helpful. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.